is it sexism when we have no barriers today? So we can pick what we want to pick.
It doesn't have barriers.
Women don't have barriers?
Women,
Why do
yeah.
you talk so much? First off, why is there no barrier to you interrupting all the time? Shut up. Let some of these other broads talk. And as I said earlier, notice the black ones are sitting there like statues. The black ones are just sitting there like statues, so with their stomach on their lap, just like, let me let the more intelligent white women speak up. And when I can think of something that sounds right, I'm gonna throw it in there just so I can be included, because this is an inclusive environment. But the black one's sitting there on silent mode. They can't think of anything to say.
I can or you can?
What's stopping you? As a woman.
That ignores a lot that I'm a woman with a disability. So there's a lot stopping me.
That's not the topic. We're not talking about running a track meet. Who invited her?
Well, as I said before, I'm speaking about women.
You're speaking for yourself.
You're speaking as an able-bodied woman.
I understand.
Presents why.
Everyone on the panel is able-bodied. Matter of fact, most people are able-bodied. Why are we letting a minority pretend as though her issue is everyone else's issue? Just imagine how messed up the world would be if we created policy around this one woman's situation. We've canceled the whole sport of basketball because it involves walking, running, and jumping. More importantly, we've canceled the whole sport because some people have no legs. This is ludicrous. She'd be nasty though in MMA. Her ground game would be vicious because she always on the ground. Her ground game would be vicious because you couldn't really grapple her because there's not a whole body to like hold on to. She'd be vicious. She just wear you out. You just die of exhaustion in the ring.
There'd be other barriers if you're disabled, I'm sure. Like I'm talking about as a woman.
So you're just going to ignore white women have it easier. Yes, I would agree.
What?
You're just going to ignore the fact that she has no legs. Well, yeah, it's easy to ignore. They're not there. She doesn't have legs. So yeah, I'm going to ignore that she doesn't have legs. You're going to ignore that she doesn't have legs attached to her body. Well, yeah.
The pay gap doesn't exist.
My friend.
It's the industries that women pick.
Let's talk about it.
There's a pay gap, but it's because women don't want to do the hardest industries.
I don't think it's that simple. I think that's an oversimplification. I think the fact of the matter is that women structure their lives differently to men. Men don't give birth. Men don't have.
Did she just say men don't give birth? Well, thank you for letting me know that. This broad is an imbecile. You know someone is when they say things that are truisms. A truism is something that's so obvious it need not be stated. Like, for example, when the fat black ones say, as a black woman, well, who else could you possibly be speaking as? Next time you want to speak and it's not as a black woman, let us know. That's when you make the announcement. Like, for example, if I was like, as a Chinese woman, like I need to announce that because people probably can't tell I'm a Chinese woman. But if I'm speaking as a black man, I don't need to announce that. Go ahead.
Intuition said, Pearlie looks like a long-lost Brady Bunch daughter. Would hit it on the low, though. Tuition from intuition.
Yeah, exactly. I think we're all pretty much on that same page there. You know, it got to be on the low. We ain't, it got to be on the low. But that's the kind of broad that you stick with. You dig?
Have to carry pregnancies. Men don't have to be the primary caregiver most of the time. Women also don't hold jobs for as long as men do. They often will stop and start. They'll go back into work. They'll take time off. They'll take part-time jobs.
That's right. And that's why they need a P, because they don't like to work. I'm going to keep it real with you. One of the things I hated most as an employer is this concept that I'm going to hire you, spend all of my money as an employer, making investments in you as the worker, training you, skilling you up, enculturating you to this organization and this skill set. So investing. And then you go and get pregnant like, hey there, boss, I'm going to need 8 months off. What? What? You need 8 months? I didn't put all my money in you and all my time in you and trained you and you need 8 months off? That hurts. That hurts my business, especially if it's a young business. And what's worse, not only do you want to take 8 months off, you want me to pay you while you're not working and while you're actually effectively hurting my business? You want me to pay you to hurt my business? Oh, and you also want me to pay for your personal decision, which is pregnancy. No, that's ludicrous.